Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Open Lines. And I have a hell of a presentation for you tonight. This is a real humdinger. It's time to call out some bullshit. How is everybody doing tonight? We got let's see, who all we got here? We have Butterflies, we have Kronos, we have Lady Mist, we have the Jester of Sin, we have just another red shirt, Intercris 100. We have, let's see, who all else do we have here? We have Yvette DeVoe. How is everybody doing tonight? This is amazing. Hurry up and wait, Jester. Hurry up and wait, my favorite pastime. uh, let's get to the crux of the absolute abhorrent stupidity that is Kathleen Kennedy. Although some of this may actually, probably is true. Let's see if I can get this to work. Share screen. Share audio. Let's see. Chrome tab. Yes, I found the original video that everybody's up in arms about, and I'm about to share it. And we're going to watch it together. All of us. So here we go. Share and play. Maybe. If it's going to let me, because it's like, no. Okay. Even the, it's froze on your side, isn't it? And it's not even working. I'm not getting no audio either. Are you guys?
A storyteller.
I'm getting audio, but
it's breaker. Cut to 2021, and Lori's pioneering legacy has become an expanding story of women shattering what is possible in the science and technology of filmmaking. They're Haley Iben of Pixar Animation Studios, Kelly Ward and Marianne Simmons of Walt Disney Animation Studios. So stunning and brave! Will be the recipients of the 24th, 25th, and 26th Science and Technical Award presented to women by the Academy. Haley, Kelly, and Marianne are honored for their innovations in hair simulation. And this year marks the most women honored at a single scientific and technical awards. Is there work to be done? More barriers to break? More progress to be made?
I gotta stop this here.
But the story of
here. Yeah. There's more boundaries to break and more stuff. As long as we align with your views. Exactly. That's the problem here. If you don't align with this woman's views, you don't belong in the company. Hence, Gina Carano. They didn't even have the audacity to fire her privately. They fired her publicly via Twitter. She didn't know she was fired until we found out. And then the outrage happened. And what do you all think of this? What do you all think of this? Seriously, there's really not much more of that video. Yeah, there's no numbers on the like to dislike ratio on that video. The comments are turned off. It is absolutely crazy. But this is the hypocrisy that Disney and Lucasfilm want us to believe. That was put out. That video was put out by the Oscars, which is also going on the 7 pillars of diversity thing. I'm sure everybody's heard about the whole Disney 7 pillars of diversity thing by now, and if you haven't, you've probably been living under a dang rock. And yes, they wanted to. Yes, they did. Yes, just another red shirt. I believe that's true. I do. What this comment right here, I think I'm going to leave this up here for a while. They didn't just fire her, they wanted to cancel her and end her career in Hollywood, all because she spoke the truth about the social justice mob on Twitter. That they're just about as bad as the uh, the neighbors in pre World War II Germany, rounding up a certain religious community and beating them in the streets before the army types got in there. You know who they are. Yes. Yes, Lady Mist. I believe so. If you're going to fire someone, have some balls and do it to their face. Yes, Disney is ballless. And I've got something to say about Kathleen Kennedy myself. Everybody knows Kathleen Kennedy has rode the coattails of better men. Hence, George Lucas, Steven Spielberg for two. You didn't get up there just because you put in the woman hours, you or the hours, because we can't put men or women, or we can't generalize hours, because if we do, we'll end up be labeled sexist or racist or some other ist or phobe or whatever the hell you want to call us. What do you call somebody who actually has tentacles? Let's get that one out there. Yeah, let's see you get my pronouns. Yeah, you're not getting them. You know why? Because I ain't falling for your BS. It rhymes with dice game. Oh man, I wish I had that thing off of the Killing Joke where Harley Quinn was like Yahtzee. Stay away from the yes. Stay away from the green baby milk. And I'm about to it's absolutely abhorrent, but if anybody wants to add anything, I believe I'm gonna slap my link in the Discord. See if anybody wants to come up and talk about this. And I've got other topics. I've got a whole list full of topics. Some of them also involve the whole that would be perfect. Just oh yes, just another red shirt. I'm pretty sure you've got something to say about this information. This information. The sea witch. Trying to guess my pronouns because this is actually funny. All right. I'm trying to get the Discord booted. Let's see if we can get some. Whoa, 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 whoa! I didn't open my taskbar. What the heck's going on here? My computer's possessed. I need a young priest and an old priest. I am Team Beat Bop Boop. I stand with Gina Carano because we love Gina Carano. Whether she's in Mandalorian anymore or not, she's genuinely a decent human being, and deserves a lot more respect than what she's been given, especially by Disney, by Lucasfilm. Yeah. Why was Neopol asked why was she fired? A tweet relegating the her to oh no, lady missed down, lady missed down. Oh no. Yeah, I figured everybody knows it's political, Neopol Ricardo. Her politics did not align with what Disney and Lucasfilm are putting out. They could say other things that she but that's not the case. They say other things that reasons she's fired, but really that's not the case. Let's see. I'm trying to get into the Discord now, and it's like, no, I've got so many tabs open right now. It's ridiculous. Let me just. Okay, I could drop the Kathleen Kennedy video. If I can. I'm trying to get the Discord open so I can actually get this link out. Oh hell with it. I'll just go ahead and put it in the chat. I'm not scared anymore. I haven't been scared for a while actually. Wasn't scared to begin with. Let's do it. Come on up. There's the link. Let's see if I can pin this puppy. No, no, no. Yes, pin yourself in timeout, Haster. That'll really work. Um, while I'm waiting for somebody to come up for And here we go. Hello, just another red shirt. How you doing tonight, brother?
Doing very well, Darth Aster. Thank you.
What do you think of this BS, man?
I think, one, you've nailed it. It's pure, we don't like the politics of what you said. But something occurred to me when I first started hearing about this whole brouhaha, because she compared cancel culture to the Germans in the 1920s and 30s, particularly the 1930s. Okay. And that was a bit of a stretch. And that led to something absolutely unbelievable that people that they really don't want you to compare anything to that because that trivializes it. And I can sympathize with that sentiment because that's pretty awful.
But it's pretty true.
Oh, but here's a better one. The problem is there's a better analogy that would have made even more heads explode at Disney. And it's this. If she'd said, teaching college students and ordinary citizens to hate their neighbors and people around them on the basis that their political beliefs were not correct or pure enough was exactly the way Mao Zedong's Cultural Revolution got started in China.
Yeah, Mao Zedong.
Now, Mao Zedong, I don't speak Chinese, so I can't order my favorite Chinese food in Chinese. I tried once and they laughed. If she'd made that analogy, that would have struck awfully close to home for a lot of executives at Disney. And I'm thinking, Mulan's credits. So, it's amazing to me that they blew up at this, but I thought, she could have made an even better analogy that would have made her more immune to logical criticism. And oh my goodness, would that have been a poke in the eye with a sharp stick to the entire Disney company?
Take a look at this comment.
For having an OnlyFans account. WWE didn't like that, so I'm surprised she doesn't sue. Actually, a number of people have recommended that that really Gina needs to contact a lawyer, because when I said they wanted her canceled, it wasn't just that she found out on Twitter that she was fired. Disney then put out several statements after that about what Gina, characterizing in their terms what Gina tweeted, which are at best inaccurate and at worst malicious. So she probably does. Now, the problem is when you sue a company as big as Disney, you have to deal with the fact that they have multiple law firms on retainer, I'm quite sure, plus in-house counsel.
Oh my gosh.
A high level of class or a high level class professor, because I don't know if I bring a high level class. I've never been a professor. But yeah, this episode has been so revealing about Disney, and unfortunately, something I said on a stream almost 2 months ago after the great, we had our wonderful moment at the end of The Mandalorian where
Luke,
Jedi Master Luke Skywalker, finally appears. Luke, the way we wanted to see him after the Return of the Jedi.
Yes, just talking about it is getting me almost welling up.
Yeah, I suddenly there was an awful lot of dust in the room, and I found it hard to swallow. And that was what that's what I've wanted to see ever since I saw that movie, and then I watched the prequels and went, oh, they're not going to go. This is not what I remember. So we got it. We had it there for a moment. There it was. And I was the Pollyanna, more or less, on one stream. And I said, no, I think they may have found a way. And they're like, do you really think Disney has learned a lesson? I said, no, wait a minute. You're misunderstanding me. I'm not saying Disney's learned any lessons. I'm saying, and I made the argument that Disney's finances were completely foobarred by the coup, by China not buying into Mulan. It bombed there compared to what I think Disney wanted it to do. So suddenly Disney didn't have the revenue. California, Disneyland California, closed probably through the rest of this year. Orlando, Disney World, reduced capacity and higher operating costs because they have to keep everybody spaced apart, paint all these ridiculous circles on the ground. Please respect social distancing, stay 6 feet apart. It takes a lot of stencils and a lot of cans of spray paint, a lot of poor low-level park employees to go around and spray the damn things on the ground with a stencil.
Oh, this is a good question. You guys think the money spent on Disney's new movie Cruella will be a waste or not a waste? I'm kind of torn right now because I like Emma Stone. I like what she does. I think she's a genuinely decent actress. And she's smart, she's funny, she's beautiful, she's a fucking triple threat.
Well, I guess it comes down to whether you, because I'll just finish this thought out, and then Neopol Ricardo, I think I can answer your question from my point of view. So I said Disney's in a financial hole. Now, it's other YouTubers have made the case for me since then that yes, Disney is in a financial hole. As big as they are, they've got a cash flow problem, and that's bad for any company. So I said Disney has arrived at a fork in the road. They don't have a myriad of options. They have two. They can go the route that Jon Favreau has presented to them, with Luke appearing at the end of The Mandalorian season 2. And they can walk away from the trilogy. Now they have to walk away from it. Now how they do that, I don't know. I said I don't know. They can relegate it to a different timeline. They can retcon it. They can pretend it never happened, whatever they want to do. But they have to say, no, we're not going to that end of the Disney Star Wars, at the end of the Star Wars 9-episode story that George Lucas mapped out all those years ago. And they go with what worked for them in The Mandalorian, even if it's sappy writing and got plot holes big enough to drive a bantha into. You still have something that the fans are going to recognize as Star Wars, and that's what I loved about The Mandalorian. It was recognizable as Star Wars, even more than the prequels. Definitely. I was like, it's back. It's stupid. It's silly. It's not very well made. It's a television series, but it's back. I was like, yes, I'm having a ball watching this. And I love the ending of season 2. Then I said, there's only one other course for Disney. And this is the important one. I said, the other route they can take is to bankruptcy. They're done. And Disney then spent the next 2 months crapping on the fans from a great height. I'm looking at you, Pablo Hidalgo, and KK. And poor Gina Carano got the backlash.
Don't forget Ryan Johnson.
And Ryan Johnson. And poor Gina Carano got the backlash of this for a tweet that, yes, or Instagram post, I think it was, that really could be accused of nothing more than bad taste. At worst, that's bad taste. Okay. I know which route Disney's chosen. They have passed the fork in the road, and I know which path they're on.
Oh, well, I'm going to answer the question for Neopol Ricardo. Is it worth watching? Personally, I do think it would probably be worth watching because Emma Stone is multifaceted in her acting. Emma Stone could probably pull off a great Cruella de Vil. I really think she could. But Personally, I don't think I'm going to watch. I'm definitely not going to watch it. I've, I've, I'm to the point where I've closed my wallet to Disney, to Lucasfilm. I'm not telling you what to do, but you do what you want to do. Personally, I do think it'd be worth a watch. But as I said, I've closed my wallet.
I'm there as well.
And on the next topic at hand, Wood versus Marilyn Manson, which probably goes back even further than this. She was probably talking about this with Amber Heard when she was actually going to Amber Heard's side in 2017 when when Amber Heard was going against Johnny Depp. Because I do see some articles where Evan Rachel Wood sides with Amber Heard. So I got a feeling they were friends in Hollywood. And let's look here. Let's get some pictures up here. Evan Rachel Wood. Oh, here we go. This is even a picture of her actually defending. Let's see. Share screen. I don't think I need to share audio. It's just a Chrome tab or a Google tab for crying out loud. But let's see. Here we go. I think it's this one. Evan Rachel Wood. She's Marilyn Manson. They say Marilyn Manson groomed her. Well, if you're in like a dom submissive relationship with Marilyn Manson, you're into something. Tell you the truth, I probably wouldn't expect anything less from Marilyn Manson. Actually, I kind of expected more. But that's just the more morbid and evil side. I'm surprised he don't have bodies anywhere. Yes, the Jurassic Park movies are good. Too bad Kathleen Kennedy didn't get hardly any of the credit for that, except for maybe what producer? What was he, producer on the original Jurassic? You there, Just Another Red Shirt?
I am. Yeah, the original Jurassic Park isn't just a good movie; it's amazing. It is a groundbreaker. I mean, I remember I was almost as open mouthed as Sam Neill when he first turns around and looks up at the Allosaurus eating from the top of the tree. I'm like, holy cow! You know, I was like, because I know which scientist his character was based on. I read the man's book, and it's that movie was just to a kid who thought, you know, dinosaurs were cool. That movie was the vindication of all those years of trying to learn more and more about dinosaurs. I loved it. The other movies are good movies, lots of action, lots of suspense, and so on. But that first movie was way beyond that. That was amazing. And so I like all of them to one extent or another, some more than others. But the first movie to me is almost a Star Wars. It's almost I will never forget the day that I first saw Jurassic Park, and my reaction to it. So yeah, they're amazing. They are good movies.
Your reaction was about the same as the scientist's reaction on the movie. It's like, oh,
what, they've done it! Look, I don't believe I'm looking at one of these live in the field. Oh my god! Yes, that was my reaction. They did it.
It's like you freaking instantaneously turn into a little kid.
Yes, oh I was 8 years old again. Going, oh my god, it's a dinosaur!
It's a dinosaur!
Yes. Yes, that was my reaction. So no, the first movie is just unbelievable, and the rest of them are
freaking flesh. Cool. I'm so freaking excited! Oh my god!
So it really comes to my answer to the question. There, is it worth it to watch it? Is, well, it might be enjoyable to watch it, but it would probably be even more enjoyable if you could find a way to watch it without paying Disney any money at all.
We're not going to mention anything like that. Well,
no. You a family member. If a family member has a subscription, it's family. That kind of thing.
Hey,
I'm not going to go. Yeah. I'm not going to go into the really creative ways that they require.
Hey, Auntie, I'm coming to your house. We're gonna watch the Mandalorian. Never mind. What? The COVID's happening. I can't come over.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think my aunt's actually older than my dad, so yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's absolutely terrified.
Oh, yeah, my parents are quite old, and they're in a assisted, not assisted living. They're in a senior living facility.
They're not there yet, but
yeah. But my parents have been locked down, by their own building for a year now, for the most part. To the point where getting in there to visit them for a while was simply flat out impossible. And recently has been, well, you need a test certificate within the last 2 weeks for us to even think about letting you in here, type of thing. And it's been a royal. It's just been difficult. I haven't seen him in over a year. Missed Christmas with him because of it. So, it's, but they have, see, that's the thing. They are in the highest, one of the highest risk groups. So I understand telling them, no, we need to put you in a situation where you're not likely to be exposed. And that's fine. I'm happy that the facility that they're living, where they're living, is not just taking people in, just letting people come in willy-nilly. So that's great. But they have a justified fear of it. It's the young people that are walking around bug-eyed, like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm like, actually, probably no, you're not likely to. But that would require that you understand statistics, and that's really hard because it's math, and math is hard.
I can't even math too well, and I know that that's not a probability for most younger individuals, unless you're like highly immunely compromised.
Right. Or you have like COPD or severe asthma. Those are two really bad things to have as a risk factor.
Yep.
Clever girl. Chomp. Terry. Yeah.
Too gross.
Oh. Yeah, I am definitely at the point, no dollars for Disney. I'm going to make that my hashtag. I'm going to put on anything where I start. If I'll put that
No
on my
Disney
banner.
slash Lucasfilm. No money for
Well,
Disney slash Lucasfilm.
I'm at the point where I wouldn't spend money on Marvel either. Disney owns them. I'm literally no dollars. No dollars for Disney, damn it. I mean, that's even better when it's three words in a row, alliterative.
Disney. I mean, no dollars for Disney. I mean, all their underling companies, none.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, they proved to me that as a company, they hate me. They hate me. And I'm like, okay, fine. I can live with that, but that means no dollars for Disney, damn it. Because I went to see Star Wars when it came to the theaters in 1977. My grandfather took me. I don't know why he suggested it. I can't imagine he thought it would be fun to watch, but he said, I hear that's a good movie. You want to go see it? I said, yeah. Because I was a Star Trek fan by then. And so we went to see this movie, Star Wars. And I remember how open-mouthed I was when after the crawl, the diplomatic ship comes in from the top of the screen, and the Star Destroyer comes in shooting at it just a few seconds later and gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I'm like, okay, Star Trek never did a ship like this. And they certainly didn't introduce it onto the screen like this from above.
Yeah,
that was like, holy cow, this is different.
Yeah, my experience with Star Trek's a little weird. I got experience with some of the older movies on VHS, and then the first I think 6, and then the movie I saw in theaters was First Contact. That was when me and my dad and my uncle were all going to the theaters to go see Star Wars, and we decided to go see Star Trek for just to change it up while we were waiting.
Right. First Contact, that was a TNG cast, right? Next Generation?
Yes, it was TNG cast.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's you definitely came in behind me. By the mid-70s, I was watching Star Trek reruns of the original series television show. And
I'm finally getting back to the original series, and I like what I see. This is good. This is good stuff. This is Trek.
Yeah. Well, it's what started it. It is what defined it. All the rules that they followed until
are there.
Yeah, well, the rules that they followed are there because that was blanked, mind gone.
Mostly due to television standards.
Gene Roddenberry was the driving force. He wasn't very good at apparently he wasn't great at turning Star Trek into a movie. The motion picture wasn't great. I did see that when it premiered and was, well, let's just say underwhelmed. But I've seen it since, and where the motion picture works now is as I remember this. It's nostalgia. That's it. It's nostalgia. When Kirk finally arrives at the space dock and Scotty takes him in the shuttle and drives him along the side of the Enterprise for a long scene. Certainly for me as a teenager watching it in high school, it was too long. I'm like, yeah, I've seen the Enterprise before, damn it. Why are we spending so much time looking at it? I watch it now and I go, oh, isn't that beautiful? That's such a beautiful model. It's such an incredible ship. There were no ships like that back then. This came from the 1960s. Look at this thing. So now it works. And that's Kirk's look at it. He's like, I'm back. I'm admiring the ship I haven't seen in several years. It didn't work at the time because they were replaying the shows in syndication right up to the moment that Star Trek, the motion picture, came out. So none of the fans had that nostalgia because we were still watching it. I watch it now, 40 years after I saw it the first time, and I go, oh, that's such a beautiful shot. I love that. And it had a completely different impact on me because now I can appreciate the nostalgia value that they put there for Kirk seeing the ship for the first time since, in years, because he's an admiral now. So I love that. So that's an underrated movie. But then there's Khan. And they ditched Roddenberry. They hired a producer, I'm told. And the guy didn't know anything about Star Trek, but what he did was he went back and he started watching the original series. And he happened to ran across the episode where Ricardo Montalban plays Khan, and thought, maybe we could do a sequel to this, apparently. And so they did. And the rest is history, because I think that Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, is the best Star Trek movie that's ever been made. I love that movie. It works on all sorts of levels. So, having said all of that, we're talking about Star Wars now.
Yeah.
Star Wars started out and created that feel. Star Trek was earlier. Star Trek was the predecessor. And it's what got me to watch Star Wars. Star Trek we knew early on. I mean, by the time The Empire Strikes Back came out, I think it was already common knowledge that George Lucas had a 9-episode series of movies in mind. He's going to do these 3 movies that they're in the middle, and he's going to do 3 movies that are the start, and then he's going to do 3 movies that are the end. That was common knowledge and public knowledge fairly early on. And George didn't have full creative control. I now own special editions of the first 3 Star Wars movies that have as their part of their bonus material the original theatrical releases. And I believe it's the first and only time those things have ever appeared on DVD. You could get them on VHS and you could get them on Laserdisc, which was even more short-lived than Betamax. But this one special edition decided to stick them on disc 2 as bonus material, for crying out loud. And it's the original ultra widescreen format from the movie theater. It's the Panavision format. So on a widescreen TV, the bars are on the top and the bottom because it's not tall enough. And it's the original edit before George decided to add a bunch of stuff and have Greedo shoot first, and which I still hate. And yeah, they have their flaws and they have their glitches and stuff because he cleaned up some of it, and that's fine. But if
wait, you said you have it on Betamax?
No. It was on. I compared Laserdisc. Remember Laserdiscs? Do you ever heard of those?
Yes, I remember.
Okay, size of an LP.
I actually have a copy of Jewel of the Nile on Laserdisc.
And good luck finding a player.
The sequel for Romancing the Stone. Actually, yes, my friend has one.
All right. No, I saw them in the theaters and never bought the VHS tapes. So literally, when I sat down, I don't know, just before, actually, it was right at Christmas last year. I sat down and said, all right, folks, anybody who wants to watch a movie with me, come on over here and sit down. I'm playing Star Wars, the first movie, as it originally was shown in theaters. And my Mrs. Redshirt's very young nephew said, oh, cool. I've never seen that. I didn't even know you could get that. I'm like, yeah, it's been really difficult for me to find. I've spent 5 years looking for it. And he was like, wow. And yeah, you can see that it's a little more primitive than the re-release that came out on DVD, but that's actually cool. I actually like the Death Star explosion better in this than I did in the TV. I'm like, okay, he's hooked. I that was what I wanted to see, and I hadn't seen it in literally decades, and I had a blast watching it. What then? Star Trek got handed off to somebody who didn't really give a damn about the material. Khan was given to somebody who didn't know the material, but he cared about it, and that's why Khan is such a great movie. Star Trek was handed off to somebody who didn't give a damn, as far as I can tell, and it showed.
Kurtzman?
Yes. Kurtzman Trek. And then George got old and rich and decided he didn't want to bother putting in the hours to make the last 3 movies of his 9-movie series that he had envisioned all those years ago. Then he sold it to Disney for an amazing amount of money that Disney has never gotten back from that franchise. And at this point, never will.
They're not going to either.
No, they never will. And they gave it to a gopher, which is what I call KK. Because when she, as far as I'm concerned, when she worked for Spielberg, she was going for coffee, go for donuts, go for a reservation for dinner for the following people type of thing. I'm sorry, she was a gopher.
Hello, hello, Sam.
Hey, how you all doing?
Hello.
I recognize that voice.
What?
Mm.
I'm Sam.
Well,
Alarm bells, Darth.
Yes, alarm bells. Yeah, my fire alarm's going nuts again, or smoke detector probably. What do you say?
How are you doing, Darth? How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing all right. What do you
Okay.
think about all this situation, Kathleen Kennedy, and all this crap?
I think she should have been fired 2 years ago.
I couldn't agree more.
No, I've been following this for a long time.
Yeah,
Next,
you
next
would.
question?
No, you're good. You're good. What
Darth,
are your?
I actually like you.
Oh, cool. Well, that's
Will you
good to
quit
know.
clicking buttons? Good Lord, just talk to me like a normal person.
I'm not clicking anything.
I can hear you clicking.
I'm not clicking.
You're clicking. How uncomfortable are you right now?
I don't know. How uncomfortable are you?
Okay, what we're gonna do right now is we are gonna talk. Can you guarantee you won't kick me and we'll have fun for 5 minutes?
Don't take that bet.
I promise you we'll have fun for 5 minutes.
I don't.
How many DMs are you getting right now, Darth?
None right now that I see.
Hi, Butterflies 93. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Okay.
How are you?
I'm beautiful. Actually, I'm feeling
That's
kind of
good.
gorgeous right now.
Huh?
I'm gorgeous. That's how I feel.
Oh, gorgeous. Yes, you are.
Darth, we can hear you clicking still.
It's probably checking my
Darth,
DMs.
Quit looking at your DMs and talk to your audience. You have 11 people watching right now. 11.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we're going places. You and me.
Hey, did anyone notice about my hair?
Yeah, that I like that. That's new. That's different.
It looks blue to me.
No, it's black and red.
No, it looks blue. I'm colorblind though, so.
Oh, I have a friend who was color weak, he saw like purples as darker blues. He couldn't see purple for
Where'd
some
she
reason.
go?
Oh, I think her device disconnected.
Oh,
She's
no.
on her phone, so yeah, shit happens like that sometimes.
Will you quit stop being worried about me? Let's just have fun together.
I know that voice.
You know who I am. You can see my frickin' channel name. Yeah, see, I can hear you clicking. You can see it. I have
Darth.
nothing. I have nothing against you. Come on, talk. This is where you talk now. Now you're a host. Come on. Who's? Oh no,
Hey,
Nancy.
hey,
Nancy.
Nancy,
I love Nancy.
how you doing, V?
I love Nancy.
Nancy, you're muted.
Nancy did an ooga booga spell for me. It totally made my life different now.
Uh,
I could show it to you if you want. He was beautiful.
why do I want to believe you? For some
Darth
reason,
Haster.
She knows I did, and she's probably gonna tell you, yeah, I did do that because she did. It was hilarious. It was great.
Darth, check your Discord.
Oh, will you guys stop with your little DM groups and crap and just have fun for once? Just laugh. Darth Hauster, why are you mad at me? Do you
This
want
is
me to change my
testifying.
avatar so they know who you're talking to?
I know who I'm talking to.
Okay.
don't
Do you
know
want
who
me to
you are.
change it so everybody knows?
Oh, no, testify you don't,
Why?
because I just
I can't be my own self. I have to be Sam.
we know. I just if I'm cool with you actually coming on and being sociable like you are now.
It's
But if
why
you're
did
gonna,
you have I'm not joking. I'm going to ask you a real question right now.
well, the
And I
first
am
time
gonna
I met, I'll tell you, the first time I met you, you threatened me.
When? See, I got my cute little hat on.
Rosetta Allen stream, actually.
How did I threaten you?
You told me you were gonna come over and put about 43 inches of something into me.
What is 43 inches?
I don't know, but
You see
43
it,
inches of anything up anybody is
Darth Hauster. I'm
very
trying to tell you.
problematic for life.
Think about it. I just said something stupid to get you to react. People do
Well,
that.
well,
I didn't mean that. If I said that, I don't even remember that, honestly.
and actually, um,
Oh, did you just say actually?
yeah, actually,
Oh.
I'm actually really pissed at you for the shit you pulled with fucking Doom.
What
That
did I
was
pull?
absolutely abhorrent.
What?
I'm
What did
done
I
with
do?
this conversation. You know what you did about
No,
the whole
let's
making
talk
fun
it
of
out
the
right
dead.
now. Let's
Fucking goodbye. You can stay down there.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, drama.
Yeah, well, that's his stock in trade.
This is why I didn't want it in the chat.
Yeah. And by the way,
And you
Darth,
put it
you're
in
the
the
only
chat.
one. Darth, you're the only one that could take it out of the chat.
I'm the only one that could take it out of the chat.
Yeah, you can delete that. You can
my question.
you can
Hold
remove
on.
it.
My question, Darth Haster. Oh, I don't understand. He was cool up here, and then all of a sudden, I don't know. I'm confused. What did he do to you?
You don't know what he's been doing to everybody?
No, I don't know.
He gets on streams that put the link to StreamYard in the chat so he can get on. He has aliases, which he creates for the purpose of getting on streams. And then he is abusive when he does get on. He did it to Jedi Bill one night when I was wrenching for Jedi Bill, and I tried to clue Darth Aster in that warning sign, danger, Will Robinson. There's no sign of him in the chat. Most people comment in the chat before they come on
up.
a stream. It's a warning sign if somebody is nowhere to be found in the chat, and then they suddenly
And just
show
all
up
of
in
a sudden
StreamYard.
pop up in the StreamYard.
Yes. Correct. So he came on and said something inexcusable to Jedi Bill, for which Jedi Bill got very upset, and I understand why. I'm not going to repeat what he said, but I understand why Jedi Bill brought the hammer down and sent him back into the backstage and waited for him to leave. So he's basically, he trolls streams where he can get on the stream, and he has a history of doing it on multiple channels.
And you see, I've actually tried to give him a chance to be sociable, and all he wanted to bring up was the past of what happened, and I'm like, yep, bye. I was gonna, like, why don't you just join the rest of the social justice people? I know you're still out there. I know you're still listening.
Oh my. I mean, I wish people just don't start stuff and just behave and be good and just, chill and just
I don't know
have
what
fun.
I don't know what the deal is either. Apparently, we agree about the same things. Why can't we get along about it?
Exactly. I don't get that. Like, I don't understand. Like, I
Are
don't
we
know.
fighting the same fucking fight? I don't understand.
It is. It's the same thing, but I don't understand why you. I don't understand why you guys are fighting over the same thing, even though you guys agree with it. They don't make no fucking sense. Just saying, it don't. I mean, all I'm gonna
And
say
Edward
is,
Marlis, I apologize too. I don't know. You're rather new here. Welcome. But yeah, this stuff right here. No, we're not having that here.
Animal Doom is DED. What does that mean?
Deceased, and it's a misspelling of it, and it looks like that's two different sock puppets. Edward Marius and Wiggle Wiggle appear both to be sock puppets for the same person who was on the stream earlier.
Well, yes, Parrothead, you're right. I'm a nice, kind person. I don't like people fighting. I like to have everybody get along. That's me. I see people like no matter what, if somebody is like rude or hateful, I see still good in people. I don't know why, but I do. It's the way I am.
Well, I
I
think
always see good on everybody. I
I'm
don't
just
understand
saying
why.
the shtick is over.
Well, I did butterflies. I think Darth Aster is a lot like that, and I think that he let this individual upset him because he didn't want to believe that this individual could be like he is. So I appreciate your position, and I applaud your sentiment, and I hope that you don't lose that. But
what I want to know, testify if you're still listening. Who the hell hurt you?
yeah, that's a good question.
Who the hell hurt you?
I would like to give him a hug and make him feel better because whoever did hurt him, I don't know, but I know there's a good person in him somewhere.
It wasn't me.
Yeah, Professor Brainy Specs has just popped in and has a good point. Because this is what he's looking for, is the attention. So
Well, he got it.
Everybody, let's rewind. What do you guys think about this whole pop culture fiasco with Kathleen Kennedy and the Oscars and all that?
Tell you the truth, I'm tired of hearing it, but I think it's horrible and stupid, and I don't know. And honestly, I'm to the point where I just don't care anymore.
You're to the point where you don't care anymore.
Pretty much. Hey, I'm being honest.
And I actually got her into Star Wars, and she's even to the point where she don't care anymore. Just as quickly.
I'm
trying
being honest with
to.
I'm honest. I'm being honest with you, Darth Pastor.
Could somebody put the link into the Discord? Like
What link are you talking about?
the StreamYard link, like
I
you were supposed
I
to.
did.
No, you put it in the chat, not the Discord.
Well, I didn't.
This is why
Okay,
we're
I'll put
having the problems.
Okay, I'll put it on Discord.
Thank you.
all right, butterflies.
Hey,
Then
how you doing,
can
George?
delete it, or I think Darth can, but I suggest you delete it from the chat.
Greetings.
The link.
How you doing,
everybody.
George?
I'm doing great. Great. Thank you for having me on the stream. Gentlemen, I have to put this out there. The Gina Carano thing, I honestly think it was a PR stunt.
That
I
went
think
horrible.
I think it was a PR stunt because there's a couple of things that just didn't make any sense at all. I mean, first of all,
Go on.
she was under the control of Favreau and Filoni. You know, Kathleen Kennedy, it's been reported widely that she was basically put in a corner and told to create her little, uh, history, Star Wars, and all that stuff. And Favreau and Filoni were working directly for the big cheese at Disney, so I don't think there was any way that Kathleen Kennedy had anything to do with Gina Carano. And the other thing that this is mounting information, okay? And the other thing that was talked about was that the next season of Mandalorian will be a time jump, and the next season after that will be also a time jump. And so therefore, Gina Carano's character possibly could be just a bit appearance in the next season. So that, in effect, is not someone who has ongoing work. And for her to have an agreement and a job already lined up, it just doesn't happen overnight. You know, it takes time to negotiate a contract and all that stuff. All of a sudden,
it does.
she gets fired one day, and all of a sudden, the next day, literally 24 hours later, she's got a job at another studio. That doesn't happen that fast. It's not in
Not
Hollywood.
anymore.
Yeah, you know, there's negotiations to be had, stuff like that. So I think it's just a PR stunt.
I do. I think it's probably to I think it has to do about the way she did it and the way she exited and the new job, probably because she was scalped and they didn't like it. Probably.
Yes.
I think it does have something to do with that now that you mention it. It's got to be. And they're just making a big old fuss. Yeah, that puts it in a whole nother light. My Eldrick eyes are totally open now. Wow. Holy Azathoth.
Yeah, it's just really really interesting.
It
How
really is.
well, here's the interesting thing about the fandom menace, the fandom rejects, whatever you want to call it. The people who are complaining about Star Wars, okay, in general, is that people who are complaining about Star Wars, Star Trek, and Doctor Who and all that stuff. The interesting thing is the people are complaining about Star Wars, no problem. And what do you get about in the complaint about Star Wars? They said, "Oh, look, the ratings is so low that no one's watching it." Well, that's kind of catch-22, isn't it? I mean,
Hello.
you're complaining about a product that
Hello.
no one's watching.
How you
So
doing, Lionel?
why would you complain about it?
Hello. Would you like to see some line art from Star Wars?
I would. Well, how about you guys? You guys want to see some art?
Sure.
Let's do it.
What do you think of this line art?
That's actually kind of cool.
Oops. 1 second.
Hey, look,
How
and
about
it's
this
still
line
better
art?
than what we've gotten.
The furry side.
This is still probably better than what we've got.
I have one more. What do you think of this line art?
Not bad. These are pretty good. These are good. I like these. These are. I like that. That makes me laugh. I love that.
Are you a furry?
No, but I do appreciate art and in all forms.
Thank you for appreciating the line art. This was excellent. Thank you for having me on.
You're welcome.
Goodbye.
Later.
Excuse me.
Thank you. And you're more than welcome to come on. That was kind of neat.
Yeah, totally. Now, before I jumped in, was there anything else on the topic? Because I just saw the link and I go, hey, might as well, take a left turn on Albuquerque, see what's there.
Oh, no, we're just kind of griping about KK and her new Oscar push, and talking about Evan Rachel Wood and Amber Heard, and how close together these cases really are, considering both of them are friends in Hollywood.
Oh, they
I
probably
think,
have the same public relations agency or agents themselves.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I have what is it, Internet Movie Database account, pro account, and I can just easily go and look at an actor,
Yeah, I have a pro account too.
and you can just as an example, you can say, oh, Gina Carano got fired. Well, you just go to the Internet Pro account and then look up Gina Carano, and you'll see that most likely the announcement was made days or weeks ago that she has a new job. Because everyone in Hollywood loves and has to update their Internet Movie database account. It's just the way they keep in touch with each other. It's so simple sometimes just to confirm if something is a PR stunt. But what's really interesting is that all the reactions from Doomcut to Neurotic and everybody else, how everyone's offended about Gina Carano getting fired and all that stuff. You gotta, I said it originally. What was it? Bird of Prey's stream. The day it was happening. I shrugged my shoulder and I said, guys, there's something more to this than just her getting fired. But it wasn't enough. Then everybody loved to jump on that narrative. It was exciting. Hey, Darth Haster, do you know a guy named Edward Marlis?
No, actually, this is the first time I've actually seen him in chat, but
Okay. I just got a DM from him. It says, "Can you tell Haster I wasn't trying to fuck with him?" Wow. Okay. Message.
is he one of yours?
Give me a sec. Let me just track him back.
I mean, I have no problem with you, George. You know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I totally dig it. Oh, yeah, he's in Pangea. Okay, I see. I know who he is. Okay, no, it's just, there's just so many avatars. It's ridiculous, you know. But when you actually read the person's real name, you go like, "Do I know you, sir?" Oh my gosh. So what's been interesting with you with everybody here?
Oh, not really too much.
Well,
I wish
you
Nancy
want me to
would
blow?
have unmute her mic so I could actually hear her, but
You want me to blow you away? I got okay. Here's you know I do my comic book and all that stuff, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, here's something in the back private chats. Uh, click on that Twitter link and look at how big a next campaign comic book is going to be.
Oh crap. Oh. Should I share screen or?
Yeah. Share it out. You know, it's on Twitter. It's public. You know, it's not nudes either.
Well, we've got a lot of people here that aren't on Twitter, if you know what I mean. And how are we not following each other? That's crazy.
We're not.
No, we are now.
Okay. Follow me, and I'll follow you back. And honestly, I've had Twitter remove a whole bunch of accounts from my account. It's actually
Oh,
happened in
that's
the
probably
last
what
2
happened.
months.
That's probably what the hell happened. That's probably it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been following you because I mean that's how I knew of you before before now. Okay, yeah. So share the link, the Twitter link, and show the chat. I'm sure that everybody's going to be surprised. Everybody keeps talking about, oh, a comic book, ooh, standard size. Oh yeah, it's like, yeah. Here's an actual
Comic books are good.
physical sample of what going big in a campaign really means.
As soon as I get it booted up, I'll see if I can share it real quick. And you may have to Butterflies. You may have to put the Discord link to your Baby Yoda in the chat. Go ahead and do that. You have a wrench. All right. I'm ready. Share screen. Bada bada bada. Yakety schmackety. Here we go. I don't think I do.
There we go. Yeah, click on that image.
Holy shapely Shoggoth shit. That's a lot of comic.
That's a huge book, 120 pages, at 10 inches by 15 inches large. That's the next campaign that I'm going to be doing. And there's an example of a Marvel Treasury edition, which is 10 by 13. People have been used to those Marvel Treasury editions and DC Treasury editions for what, 30, 40 years now?
10 by 13 is pretty standard, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I got a couple
That's
of
what I
inches
thought.
on them. Yeah, I got a couple inches on them.
Size matters.
Yeah, that's what
I
she
guess
said.
so. Yeah. Yeah. It looks rather good, and I'm gonna check out the Indiegogo. I'll check it out. It'll be worth checking out. It'd probably be better than spending my money on Disney Plus. I'll tell you that.
Disney Plus one day, Indiegogo the next day, Amazon the next day. Oh, and wait a minute. Let's not forget food and shelter and clothing. The
Oh
day
yes.
after. Yeah. Yeah. John in the chats used to collect the treasury editions.
Hello, John
Exciting.
Coogan.
Exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
There you are. There you are, Starving in the Snow. How you doing, Nancy?
Oh my god. I got 11:16 Eastern Standard Time. What's your time zone?
I'm Eastern. It's 11:16 here.
Yeah, it's been a long day. Holy smokes.
Yeah, it has.
Hey, oh wow, man, you've been streaming for like over an hour now.
Uh huh. I usually go at least 2.5 hours on these open line streams.
Yeah, I did a little bit last night on the with the trash compactor guys where we let me correctly say this. We screen sniped another channel, and that channel screen sniped us back. and then there was an echo chamber, and then I decided to screen snipe both the channels that were screen sniping each other, and there was a triple echo chamber, and then we had someone screen snipe me while I was screen sniping the other two channels.
That might,
It,
that sounds like a clusterfuck of screen sniping.
oh, it was an epic experience. At
To
at
put
a
it
certain
bluntly.
at a certain point, even the chat, the people in the chat who were originally in the first channel, also were following the second channel, and they were actually
Who is
following me in the
Darth
third
Daddy
channel.
Lunga?
Sounds familiar.
They're in the bottom of my StreamYards.
Oh, look, Wiggle Wiggle is in the back.
Yeah, was.
Oh, I just see the chat. I don't see the actual people in the back. Well, I gotta jump off. Thank you so much for having me just randomly jump in. Hey, it's great talking to you
Thanks for
and
popping in,
the
George.
panelists. Greetings, chat. We'll talk more later. Whew.
Later, George.
Uh,
Thanks for popping by, brother.
can you do me a favor? Can you do like an
Mm.
epic kick? Can you epic kick me out? Can you do something and make it epic
Can I kick
boot
you
me?
out?
Yeah, make it epic. Give me a karate chop or something.
Tentacle smash! How was that?
Well, this has been interesting.
This has been a heck of a night. Kind of like it.
Well, you like to live dangerously then, I guess.
Ah.
Oh,
Story of my life, and there's my copyright.
Oh, Starry and View. Give it a try. John Hoovian Coogan. Early. Bloody sun woke me up coming back from his friends. Might as well stay up now. Yeah, that's the only way I wind up on Captain Trek's Morning Brew. Actually, the only way I wind up on there is if I stay up all night. He knows that. Which means I'm not there long.
Good night, Inner Chris 100. I hope have a wonderful night, morning, wherever it is you are in this beautiful world. And tell you the truth, I think I'm gonna cut it short tonight. Do you have a channel, Just Another Red Shirt, that we could plug for
I
you?
have well, I have a channel that has nothing on it, and 1 subscriber. Boy, do I pity him. He's got a long wait ahead of him.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm probably that 1 subscriber.
No, you're not, actually. Oh, don't make it 2. Oh, that would lose the irony for me. I have 1 subscriber. That's perfect.
Yeah, I gotta change that shit like freaking yesterday. Give me a sec. Just Another Red Shirt. Well, sometimes I play video games. Sometimes I do this this open lines show. See what everybody's opinion on everything. Music, news, music news. Guild is rather appropriate to shine on these dark times. Everybody, have a nice night. Stay awesome. Stay safe. Stay eldritch. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. All that jazz, man. Later. Darth Astor out.